Good morning, students. So, in this class, we are going to solve some problems on quotient groups. So, in the last class, we have proved one theorem on that. Now, today we will see some examples on quotient groups. So, here the first example. Show that every quotient group of an abelian group is abelian. So this we have to show that every quotient group of an abelian group is abelian. So to solve this example, we assume that let G be an abelian group. Okay, so let G be an abelian group. Okay, so then let N be a normal subgroup. N be a normal subgroup. Okay, so now consider the elements of G by N. Now G by N is a quotient group. Now let NA comma NB belongs to the quotient group G by N be arbitrary. Arbitrary means any two elements. So now we prove that NA, we have to show that G by N is abelian. Every quotient group means here we take G by N is a quotient group and let NA and NB be the two elements of this quotient group. Now to show that this is a abelian, so abelian in the sense for any elements, if you want to show G is an abelian, you take two elements A and B from G and you show that AB is equal to BA. Okay, so similarly here you have taken NA and NB belongs to G by N. To show that G by N is abelian, we show that NA into NB is equal to NB into NA. Okay, so therefore now consider this is equal to NA into NB. Now by the theorem that product of any two left coset is again a left coset. Okay, so that is this is NAB. Again this can be written as N, as these elements A and B belongs to G. Okay, A and B belongs to G, and here in this case G is an abelian group. So therefore AB is equal to BA. So here this is BA. Okay, so because you can write because G is abelian, so AB is equal to BA. So which implies, again by using the theorem, last theorem, product of two left coset or right coset is again a left or right coset. So this can be written as NB into NA. So thus we show that NA into NB is equal to NB into NA. So therefore G by N is a quotient group. Sorry, is an abelian group. That means every quotient group of an abelian group is an abelian group. So this is the solution of the given problem. Next we go to another theorem, another example. So example 2. So it states that show that every factor group of a cyclic group is cyclic. Of a cyclic group is cyclic. Okay, so here we have to show that every factor group of a cyclic group is cyclic. So to prove this, we consider let G be a cyclic group. Let G be a cyclic group. Okay, so with generator, with A as generator, Okay, so generator means what? Let me give an example of a cyclic group. So suppose that if G is equal to contains the element say 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, so this is a G. It is a group. Which contains the element 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, so now here this is a cyclic group. Why this is a cyclic group? Because here what happened, each and every element of this G is generated by one single element. That means what? A single element, it generates all other elements. Okay, so for example, say 2 is there. This is 2 can be written as 2 to the power 1, right? 2 can be written as 2 to the power 1, so that is equal to what? 2. So 2 generates the element itself, there is 2 only. Next, take 4, second example, this is 4. So 4 can be written as 2 to the power 2. So 2 to the power 2. Again, 2 generates 4 because 2 square is equal to what? 4. So 2 generates 4. Here 2 generates 2. Next take 8. This can be written as 2 to the power 3. Again here 2 to the power 3. So by multiplying 2 cube 3 times 2. So 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8. So this 2 generates the third element 8. Similarly 16. It is nothing but 2 to the power 4. So 2 again generates 16. So each and every element, say 2, 4, 8, 16, all are generated by the element 2. Because 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, 2 to the power of 4 is 16. Okay, so like that, when there is a cyclic group, when G is a cyclic group, then it has a generator. So this 2 is called as generator of this group. Okay, 2 is called as generator of this group because this generates all other elements of the group G. So here 2 is the generator. Okay, so like that, when we consider G as a cyclic group, so therefore what we do with A as generator, so that means there exists some element as generator. So that is A, let A is a generator. So we consider a group, cyclic group, let G be a cyclic group with A as generator. Okay, so then with A as generator. So in that case, with A as generator. Okay, so now let N be a normal subgroup. Let N be a normal subgroup of G. Normal subgroup of G. Okay, so now we prove that G by N is cyclic. Okay, we prove that G by N is cyclic. So we prove G by N is cyclic. G by N is cyclic. Now to prove this, what we do? That is we show that NA raised to M is equal to NA whole raised to M. That means this NA raised to M means what? These are the different elements of the that is G by N. These are the different elements of G by N. So these different elements are generated by one single element, that is NA. Okay, so NA whole raised to M. So here NA generates M times. So either N may be 1, 2, 3 like that. So when NA is multiplied by 1 times, then it gives one element of this G by N. So when N is equal to 2, then NA multiplies 2 times and it gives another element of G by N, like that. So we show that NA whole raised to M is equal to NA whole raised to M, then G by N is cyclic. Now to show that, first we assume that case 1. We take case 1, that is when N is equal to 0. Let N is equal to 0. Okay, so in that case, NA whole raised to M is same as NA raised to 0, which is equal to N into A to the power of 0 means it is the identity element E. So N into E is again N. Okay, N into E is again N. So therefore we obtain we get this NA to the power M is equal to N. So therefore NA to the whole to the power M is equal to NA whole to the power 0. So which is identity element. NA to the power 0 means it is an identity element of G by N. Okay, so therefore NA raised to M is equal to NA whole raised to M. Okay, so this is case 1. Next we go to case 2. We go to case 2. We go to case 2. Next we go to case 2. So let the case is let n be a positive integer. Let n be a positive integer. N be a positive integer. So then NA raised to m can be written as, now here this is nothing but what? N into a raised to m means what? A is multiplied m times. So a raised to 2 means what? A raised to 2 means what here? So a square means what? A into a. A cube means what? A into a. Okay. So therefore a raised to m means a into okay, a into, like that it is multiplied m times. Okay, it is multiplied m times. So therefore a into a multiplied with m times. So which can be written as, this n can be written as n into n into n into n. So when each n is combined with a, it gives na into na into na up to m times. Or this implies, so means na is multiplied m times, or it is same as na raised to m. Na raised to m. So therefore when m is a positive integer, we show that na is equal to na raised to m. Next, case 3. Let n be a negative integer. N be a negative integer. That is, m is equal to minus n. Again here we have to mention whether n is positive or negative. So where n is a positive integer. Okay, because when we take n is equal to positive integer, then n becomes negative. Okay, so therefore we should mention that where n is a positive integer. So therefore na raised to m can be written as na raised to m means what? M is minus n, so it is minus n. Or this can be written as na raised to, this a raised to minus 1 is the same as a raised to minus n, is can be written as a raised to minus 1 raised to n. Okay, or this is, by using this property, this can be written as na raised to minus 1, na raised to minus 1, na raised to minus 1, and so on, up to what? Up to n times. So which is equal to na raised to whole raised to n times. Or again this can be written as na raised to, this minus 1 is multiplied with minus n, or this is equal to na raised to, now what is minus n? Minus n is equal to m, so we replace that, minus n is equal to m, so na whole raised to m. So therefore in this case also na raised to m is equal to na whole raised to m. So therefore na generates all the elements of the group G by n. So therefore G by n is a cyclic group. G by n is a cyclic group. Is a cyclic group. Okay. So this is the solution of the given problem. In the next class we take homomorphism and properties of homomorphism. Okay, so with this I finish up this class. Thank you.